All of this is just amazing. What a fraud. I mean,
Yeah.
the image of Joe Biden as being a, great average guy, average Joe. He's working for the working class. I mean, he's someone who cares about the plight of average Americans. Just the opposite, devout Catholic. The reality is just the opposite as far as, who his connections were, what his beliefs were. I guess all of that now is still needs to be exposed, which is why I'm glad you're writing your books. But I think the more people realize about this, the more upset they'll become that this man was our vice president for 8 years and then our president for 4 years, and he's never been brought to justice. Mike, do you think he'll ever be brought to justice?
I hope so. That's why this Devon Archer thing is important. Devon Archer played a big role in a lot of this. They've got to do an investigation. He's got to be an interview witness under oath that tells the truth about everything that Joe Biden knew and Hunter Biden knew. Because Joe Biden was at the heart of it. One of the things that happened with the so this is 2014. Joe Biden is Hunter. Barack Obama has gone to the Vatican in March of 2014. As soon as he comes out of the Vatican meeting with Pope Francis, all of a sudden, all these kids start showing up at the southern border. It's called the Unaccompanied Minor Crisis of 2014. At the time, one of the places where they were coming from was Honduras. Honduras had a president then named Juan Orlando Hernandez, who was smuggling cocaine in the United States by the ton. The CIA knew it. The Department of Defense knew it. The Obama-Biden administration knew it. The DEA had this guy's brother on tape saying, we're smuggling drugs with the government and no one can stop us. And that was in 2014. All of a sudden, all these kids start showing up. So what does Joe Biden and Barack Obama do? They get McCarrick in there for all these meetings. They bring the presidents of three small countries, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, to the White House, and they announced something called the Alliance for Prosperity. And they gave $500 million of our taxpayer money to this drug smuggling, human trafficking guy from Honduras who was sponsored by the Sinaloa cartel. They knew all that, and they gave him our money, and the Catholic Church was part of it. There are rape trees along the southern border right now because of what Pope Francis, Theodore McCarrick, Joe Biden, Dennis McDonough, and
Yeah.
Barack Obama did. There are
So,
rape trees there for what the
so
crimes they did with the Alliance for Prosperity.
instead of stopping illegal immigration, stopping child trafficking, they accelerated it. They knew it was going on. They enabled it, empowered it, they funded it, and then claimed that they were doing something about it, which was actually another lie. They're just making it much worse. I mean, how
Right.
many? We heard during Joe Biden's term, there were like 350,000 missing children. You,
Right. And
you got
so,
to think the
so that,
worst of what happened to those children.
yeah,
Right, Mike?
right. And so what happened was that started in 2014, 2016, but then Trump gets elected. They didn't expect that. That was the shock to the system. The globalists and Pope Francis and all the Obama people didn't expect Trump. And he comes in and says, we're putting up a wall. We're going to put up a border wall. And he stopped working with the cartels. He stopped giving them money. And so they panicked. And that's when they put together the fake pandemic that had to get Joe Biden back in. And as soon as he got back in, they exploded the southern border with this immigration crisis